Another example of using proportions and ratios is, suppose you earned a B on your last English test by getting 80% of the test questions correct. And so if there were actually 60 equally weighted questions, that means they were all worth the same amount. How many did you answer correctly? So for part A, we want to know 80% of 60 is what number? And so I can convert 80 to a decimal from a percent, or I could use my percent button on the calculator. Either way, I should get 0.8 of, remember we're going to convert to times, and then 60, and then is we're going to convert to equals, and x for the what number because we don't know. So 0.8 times 60 is what I'm after, or I can put in 80% times 60, and I get 48. So the answer would be you answered 48 out of 60 questions correctly. And I have a part B. Part B. What was your ratio of correct to incorrect answers on the test? So if we want correct to incorrect, then I would want to find how many correct. I already know 48. And to find the incorrect, it's going to be 60 minus 48. And if I do 60 minus 48, I get 12. So I have 48 to 12. And it would be helpful if you wrote correct to incorrect nearby so that I know which order you decided to write them. Because if we were asked to give incorrect to correct, I would need the same numbers, but I would put them in the opposite order. Oh, one last thing before I move on from this. I should also write this in its reduced form. You will need to do that in Hawks. So to do that, I can do 68 or 48 and do it as a fraction. So use your ABC button. And then the 12 incorrect, and then if I push enter, it gives me 4 because 48 divided by 12 is 4, and so I would write that as 4 to 1 correct to incorrect.